I don't know when Facebook introduced the feature friend suggestions, it used to be called, but now it's people you may know. A bunch of Facebook profiles suggested to you to add as friends, usually people who have mutual friends with you or someone you've searched in the past. What creeps me out is how accurate it is. It's clearly taking data from somewhere because it suggested people to me that I've only ever interacted with in real life. The woman that cuts my hair, or the guy who does my taxes at H&R Block. Sometimes, though, it really is a random person that Facebook thinks I know for some reason. That's what happened on Thursday evening. A new friend suggestion. A.R. Winters. No mutual friends, no apparent connection to me, but this one caught my eye for a few reasons. The first photo was of poor quality. It looked like a photo from the 90s, something that had been developed on real film and then scanned or photographed. Second, it had been taken far away. The man, or possibly woman, was wearing dark clothes, standing against a tree so far away I couldn't make out the face. It didn't occur to me until just then, but generally, profile pictures aren't taken from that far away unless they're traveling or showing off some landmark. But this person was just leaning against a dead tree. Out of curiosity, I clicked their profile. All of their info was hidden, though no cover photo, no other profile pictures, no about me info. The next time I loaded into Facebook, he wasn't a suggested friend anymore. It was just the usual never-ending wheel of 30-something women that had a smattering of mutual friends with me. So I forgot about it for a few days, until they popped up again. People you may know, A.R. Winters. The same photo of them leaning against a dead tree. Or was it? As I stared at the photo, I realized they were standing straight up, no longer leaning. I could have sworn. I shook my head. They were so far away. How could I tell whether they were just leaning on the tree or just standing underneath it? Later that night, I checked Facebook again. People you may know, A.R. Winters. One mutual friend. I froze. A mutual friend? A mutual friend that was some girl I went to high school with. I didn't know her well. We'd been close in the 8th grade, but then she started hanging out with the more popular girls and we lost touch. Still Facebook friends though, because I never went through my list of 2,000 plus people and pruned them off. It didn't say he had a mutual friend with her before, so they just became Facebook friends like today. This evening. Maybe there's someone from our school. Maybe they just joined Facebook for the first time. Or maybe they lost the password to their old account and are creating a new one. A few more days passed. I didn't see A.R. Winters show up in my feed. But then, on Saturday night, there they were. People you may know. A.R. Winters. 3 mutual friends. Not 1, 3. This photo was definitely different. It was still the dead tree, overcast sky. Everything looked exactly the same. Except the person. They weren't against the tree anymore. They'd taken steps closer to the photographer. They appeared to be a woman, tall and pale, dressed in flowy black shirt and long black pants. Wavy long black hair parted neatly on the left side. Because of the film quality, I still couldn't make out her face? Who is she? I glanced at our mutual friends. One was a guy I had chemistry lab with in college. The other? No. The other was our English teacher, Mrs. Flowers. She'd been the teacher mentor of our literature club, and she'd been dead for 5 years. I sat there staring at the screen. All of it slowly sinking in. Her account can't even accept new friend requests. Why would this random person friend request her anyways? A horrible, creeping dread tugged at the back of my mind. I clicked on the other 2 mutual friends. Jessica Marie and Michael. I scrolled down their timelines and, oh fuck, they'd also passed away. There hadn't been any official announcement for either. But their timelines were scattered with messages like, I miss you and 2 years since you've been here. Quick Google searches showed that Jessica Marie died in 2020 from complications of COVID. Michael had died in 2023 in a motorcycle accident. I clicked back to my feed, to the friend suggestions, to AR's profile. I froze. She was standing closer, much closer. Her face was pale, almost pure white, like the blood had been sucked out of it. Her eyes were dark, pupil and iris indistinguishable. They seemed way too big for her eyes. She had no eyebrows. Her long dark hair twisted around her, as if there was a terrible wind. I jumped. There was a little red 1 over the bell icon. A.R. Winters sent you a friend request. My hands began to shake. I stared at the 2 buttons, confirm or cancel. I clicked cancel, closed out the window, slammed the laptop shut. I sat there in the dark, panting. Sweat covered my arms. I felt like I couldn't breathe. Calm down. It's obviously just some stupid prank. The photo's probably not even real. I pushed out a breath and got up. Put on a hoodie, left the apartment, went for a walk. I shoved my hands in my pockets, walked along the walking trail at the local park. My breath came out in clouds of mist. I shivered. It was almost dusk. The street lamps glowed across the road, orange amber. Then I stopped. I'd never noticed it before. At the edge of the park, there was a big oak tree, barren of leaves now, but it looked just like the tree in A.R. Winter's photo. A million trees looked like that. Stop it. As I stood there staring, something peeked out from behind it. A pale white face, dark flowy clothing, barely visible in the dying light. But I knew it was her. I knew. I ran back home, locked my apartment door, opened the laptop, went to Facebook. A.R. Winters sent you a friend request. The profile photo. Her face filled the entire photo, right up against the screen like she was staring at me. Maybe it's just the stress, but I feel sick, really sick. I've thrown up twice in the past half hour. My stomach hurts so much more than I ever remember it hurting before, and I can't help but think, am I next?